Okay, so
You had a question, right?
Yeah, man, I got a question for you. We were talking about cheating and infidelity a second ago. What do you think about? Do you think a man cheating and a woman cheating are the same, or are they different, or what's your take on that?
I don't think they're the same.
Oh, okay. Why do you say so?
Unfortunately, I truly believe in evolution, and men are wired a little simpler. And I don't condone men cheating. I just think men want to fuck everything, and they will. I've been cheated on with girls that are haggard and just look like Shrek.
Did you take your man back after?
Absolutely not.
You didn't?
No.
Hell
Why
no.
would I take you back? You suck. You lost your chance.
After you
Goodbye.
downgrade, you're dead to me.
Okay. All right. I will tell you this. This is my opinion. You could agree or disagree. You guys will probably disagree, but I'll say it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think a man, I don't even consider it cheating. Like, I think if a man can 100% be in a relationship with a girl, have sex with another girl, and still love his main girl. 100%. I think the way men and women show commitment is different.
I disagree because I just, no offense to you, I just feel like that's a cheap cop out as a man of why I'm allowed to cheat, but you're not. But not you. You're supposed to be my bitch, but I'm gonna do what I want. No.
Wait, so
no,
do you,
sir. No, sir. And I have a lot more options than you. And that's
Like,
the unfortunate thing men forget is how many options are thrown at us every single day. Every single day, I have an option to probably have sex with 5 new men.
See, my thing
that are attractive and would be available, and I say no. So if you can't say no to the one girl once a year that throws it your way, goodbye.
But my thing is, right, for example, I'd rather be single, so it's not cheating. Because think about this, right? If I'm single, I sleep with her and her. Is it cheating? No,
never.
So there you go. Problem solved.
I take it a step further. I think a man can be in a relationship and have multiple girls, but the girl can't have multiple guys. So
but again, that's just not fair.
So
if we're gonna be fair,
no.
if you're gonna have an open relationship, relationship. Don't be a bitch and have different rules for me than you have for yourself, because that's not fair. I'm not a dog. I'm not here to be kept.
Okay.
I make my own money, and no offense to all the men out there, but I assure you that everybody you can cheat on me with is not nearly as great as everybody I can cheat on you with.
So, question. So you're saying men and women are wired differently, yet you believe that a man can have sex with multiple women, and a woman can't either. You're basically saying, do you think
just because in an evolutionary sense, I believe that men are wired differently, and you are basically designed to die at 20. So you are out here to impregnate as many women as possible. And yes, in evolutionary terms, that's correct.
Yep.
But you still have a choice. It's still a choice. I make a choice every day not to do these things when I'm seeing somebody.
Okay.
Not to put myself out there as, hey, I'm single and yes, I'm available. And the million people that come out of the restaurant that live downstairs in my apartment try to throw it at me.
Mm-hmm.
I still say no. So if I'm strong enough to say no with all the options that I have, I just think it's kind of a weak cop out for a man to say he can't say no, because I'm sorry. Again, I could be an ugly woman and I'll still have more options than you.
Okay.
Men are throwing it out there.
Yep. All right. So I'm glad that you mentioned all that, because it proves my point perfectly. For you to get sexual access to men is easy. For men to have sexual access to women is far harder.
No, that's still easy.
No, it's not.
So it's an even more actively choice when you choose it.
Here's the thing. Exactly. But here's the thing, though. Most men can't do it.
Yeah, they can't.
So, as a matter of fact, let's have fun with this. What percentage of men do you think are sexually active with women?
100%.
100%? Okay.
At least 99%.
99%? Okay. So, what if I told you only about 10 to 20% of men are having sex with about 90% of the women?
I think that's bullshit.
It's facts. It's the truth. I know it sounds weird.
You know, statistically, that 80% of men also that consider themselves straight have fucked around with another man too. So if we're gonna bring that up, well,
but we're talking about men and women.
Out there, guys are throwing it out there to everybody. If we're gonna say,
hold on, that's a redirect.
Can't say no to women, then
no, that's a redirect. We're talking about men and women right now, heterosexual relationships. That has nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
I think it has everything to do with it. Sexuality is sexuality.
Let's be honest here. You guys want the top percent of guys. You want 6.5 guys, right? And you want guys to have money, a little bit taller than you. So those guys are getting all the girls. The other guys are basically invisible to girls.
The men that you guys described are in the top 5%.
Yep.
Is what I'm trying to tell you. Less than the top 5%. The men you guys
I'm
described.
not trying to be mean, but you think that I'm not in the 5% of women that exist here in Miami?
Okay, well, let me ask you
I'm
this.
allowed to
Hold on.
demand those
Okay.
things?
Okay, cool. What? I'll tell you this. You describe what you wanted in men. What do men want?
Yes.
Men mostly want hot women that are probably going to mom them at some point. And really smart men. I mean, look, the guys that date me are not dudes that are just trying to run through a million girls. I am not the easiest woman to deal with. I'm smart. I'll tear you apart.
Okay, but hold on.
Great, but the point is,
let's not redirect. What is the question is, what do men want in women? Can you answer that?
I don't think it's equal across the board. I don't think everybody's the same first. But second, I think men are attracted to women because of mostly what we look like. And then eventually you like us for more than that.
But there's a foundation, right? And most high value people, high value guys want certain things. But the problem is here's a disconnect because most women don't understand what they really want. So that's the problem. Like you know what you want, right? But you know what the guy that you want really wants. That's the problem.
That's the disconnect.
Most guys want dirty ass whores, but that aren't dirty ass whores that are only, and that's not a thing.
Cool.
You don't get an Insta thought and a girl that makes money at the same
Okay,
time.
so I'll tell you what men want because you guys seem to be drawing a blank on this one.
Thank you.
Feminine, submissive, pleasant to be around, attractive, and compliant. Basically, is what it is what men want.
I'm definitely out.
Okay,
For
fair,
sure.
awesome.
And tons of men still want to date me. Though.
So, but here's the thing.
I'll give a tip. Right
Dating.
Yeah.
I want to make this perfectly clear. A man wanting to date you and a man wanting to commit to you are two different things, independent of each other. So, and I think this is a mistake that a lot of women make. And this goes back to what I was saying when I said that a man can 100% have sex with his woman, but still with other women while still loving his woman. And the reason why is because going back to my original statement, men and women show commitment differently. A man shows commitment through giving you his resources, time, attention. You basically get certain privileges that other women would never get with him, right? That's when a man's putting money to house you and all this other stuff, he's serious, okay? Women show their commitment through fidelity, through not having sex with a bunch of guys. And I'll tell you why. For a woman to get sex, it's easy. For a man to get sex, it's far harder. But for a woman to get commitment from a man is difficult. For a man to give commitment is easy. See the difference? So it's a battle between the two genders to get the commodity from the other without necessarily giving up their main commodity. Does that make sense? So guys are trying to get sex without giving commitment, and women are trying to get some kind of commitment and or attention from a man without giving him sex. This is why so many guys get friend zoned, etc. So the main point is this. Men and women are different, and we show our commitment differently. What you're doing is you're putting the lens of how women show commitment on men. And my argument is this. The men that women want, right, that are high value, etc., they're a small percentage of men. And if that guy has to work his ass off to get into that small percentage, he should 100% be able to have sex with as many women as he wants. But that doesn't necessarily mean he loves those other girls because men and women show love differently. Men, for us, sex is completely physical. A man can have sex with a woman and still love his wife the same. It doesn't work the other way around.